But from Rawalpindi, Pakistan, and I am Muslim from birth. It's about 1 year ago that I got up in a terrible accident, and two of my ribs got fractured, and an iron rod got stuck in my left arm. My left arm was bleeding, and with the loss of blood, I was losing my consciousness. I hardly dialed 1122 from my mobile and told them about the situation, but I didn't knew my exact location. They promised me to be there in 10 minutes. Each second I was like a century. It was like a century. And finally I lost my senses and got faint. I don't know where I was, but I was able to see a white light in front of me and I kept on getting closer and closer. Then I heard some voices, but I couldn't understand them. I was aware that I am dead already and it is the angel of Allah who have come to take my soul away. I was praying, if I ever got another chance, I will make myself a better Muslim than I was. Then suddenly I got a shock. It felt like 1,000 electric waves were passed through me. I again felt the electric shock 3 to 4 times, and that started go far and far away from me. Then I started hearing voices of doctors and nurses around me. They were saying, he is coming back. One more time. 1, 2, 3. I felt another shock and finally got my senses back. Doctor was advising the nurse to just adjust my oxygen and blood pressure. I was happy to be back and thank my Allah for giving me another chance. And I fainted again. I woke up next morning, a doctor to come to me and said, you are a lucky person to get back to life after your death. Your heartbeat stopped and we thought you were dead. But after 7 electric shocks, you were revived back again. I was happy, and it was the day I realized the power of my Almighty Allah.
Hello everyone, today we have Salim Abbasi from Rawalpindi, Pakistan with us. Tell me Salim, what is your religion and what was your experience after death? Well, I'm a Muslim from birth. This amazing thing happened to me in November 2013. I fell outside my house, I slipped on a step, sprained my ankle, twisted sideways during the fall. To avoid falling on my face, landed on my elbow. The force of landing on my elbow bounced me backwards and I hit the top of my head, full force on the wall, and I got fainted. Okay Ali, that sounds like something very serious. What happened when you lost consciousness? I saw an area full of fire and hear painful voices of people who were setting on fire again and again. Once their bodies were burned to ashes, their body was revived again and then throw them again in fire. There was a frightening person in front of me. I was only able to see his red and angry eyes. He told me that I have disobeyed my mother many times and hurt her countless times, and as a result I will be thrown in this fire. I was so much ashamed when I remember how I treated my mother after all the love and affection she gave me. And I left her in old age homes and on her own. Then he said, now what do you think you can do after that? You left her when she needed you badly. What is your answer? And seriously, at that time, I had no answer.
Okay, and then what happened?
Then he showed me that I am lying dead on a stretcher and nurses are trying to pull me back. I clearly hear the voice of doctors saying his heartbeat is lost, give him electric shock. But I was so shocked when I see my mother standing outside the ICU praying for me. I started weeping badly. Then I heard that frightening person voice again. See, she's even here for you after all you did to her. Now you are weeping. I said nothing. Then he said again, it was just a lesson for you. Now go to your mother and ask for her forgiveness. And all those who disobeyed their parents have this punishment waiting for them. And then I got fainted again.
Oh, you got fainted again.
Yes, I got fainted again, but this time when I opened my eyes, I saw my mother in front of me. And I asked for her forgiveness and started crying like a baby. She forgave me and took her with me to my wife. Within 2.5 months of using a protein supplement,
My life is now manageable and my overall pain level is already reduced to by 1 by 3 or half of what it was initially at that time. That was an amazing experience. Thank you so much, Salima Basi.
No, the pleasure was all mine. Thank you.
My name is Osama Sohail and I am a Muslim by birth. It's about 3 years ago that I fell from a bridge while walking on the footpath and fell into the river and tried to get out, but the water was flowing very fast. I was trying hard and struck my head with a stone, and I started drowning and keep on drowning. The darkness was filling in my eyes and I got fainted. I heard voices of people saying prayers, and then I opened my eyes and see many people saying prayers, and there was a huge light in front of them. I asked a person, "What is that light?" He replied, "It's the proof of existence of Allah Almighty, which is in front of us as Allah's part. One of Judgment Day you will see your Allah Almighty in front of you, and you will know what wrong deeds you had done on the earth." Then I heard the voice coming from the tree. It was saying humans are not the only one who worship Allah. All insects, trees, birds, animals, and every living thing worship Allah Almighty. I was so much impressed by the scene in front of my eyes that I couldn't stop myself to say praise. And then the man told me to leave, it's not your place, to come right now. Then I lost my consciousness again. Then I was able to hear voice of people saying, "Thank God, he is safe now. They have pulled me out of river and pulled all the water out of me." I was so happy to be saved and give another life, and then I visit hospital for medical attention for my wounds. I started to say prayers daily and thanked Allah Almighty for telling me the truth of this word.